Hey guys, I'm Spud Gunn and welcome back to a brand new series of TerraFirmaCraft. Now there's been a few updates since I last played this. Not many of them actually introduced many new things, new items and stuff to the game. But there's been loads of tweaks, loads of changes and stuff. So, and obviously this has been highly requested. Pretty much every video I do I get like 2 or 3 comments of when are you going to play TFC again? When are you going to do TFC? Yeah, stuff like that. So, we're starting it again on Season 3. So, if any of you are new to TerraFirmaCraft, I'm going to show you all the things that you need to do to survive and get to pretty much the end game stuff. I don't know if we'll get that far in this series, but we'll try. So yeah, I need to stop standing around wasting time because we got a lot of stuff to do before it gets dark. So the first thing in TerraFirmaCraft you need to do, as always, is pick up some sticks, pick up some stones, and find some clay and some fresh water, and some food. And you may notice that all the items are doing this weird thing where they fly on the ground and lay flat. This is a new mod that I've added into the series, which is called Item Physics. Actually, Ethos started playing TerraFirmaCraft again. I know a lot of you guys watch Ethos videos, and I saw him using this mod, and it looks really cool, actually. Also, another thing that you will have noticed is shaders. I'm not using shaders at the moment. We will bring it back. Well, we might bring it back. I want to know what you guys think about that, because a lot of people like it, a lot of people don't. It's kind of 50-50. Some people like it, some people don't, and it does kill your frame rate. It does look amazing, but it does kill your frame rate and makes it a little bit difficult to record sometimes. So I was wondering what your opinion is. We'll talk more about that later once we've done some more stuff we need to do to survive. So trees, if you're new to TerraFirmaCraft, you can't just punch down a tree. You're going to need to get some rocks, right click with more than 2 rocks in your hand, and you're going to need to make yourself some tools. So first, I'm going to make an axe, which we'll need to chop down trees. That's the pattern that you need to basically chip out of the stone, or knapping as it's called in this. We're also going to need some knives, so to make 2 at once, you can do that. And you get 2 knife blades, and then you have to put these on sticks. I also want a shovel quickly. I'm actually amazed that I remember these, because it's been 6 months since I played this game. So I'm quite surprised that I remember these. 2 knives, a shovel, and an axe, and we can go. We will need some more sticks. You can find sticks on the ground, or you can punch leaves to get sticks. There is an easier way to take down leaves without punching them, but that requires a metal tool. These things that you see on the ground are food. These are cabbages, as you'll see by cabbage seeds, but they're not fully grown yet, so we won't get any food from these. We need to let them grow a little bit more, and then we can get food from them. At the moment we just get seeds, but it's worth trying, because we're going to need some food desperately. And I don't know where else we're going to find them, because I don't see any ocean around here. That's fresh water, which we're actually going to need, so I'll go and show you what you need to do with that. This is one of my favourite types of wood there, hickory. And I think, oh yeah, this is just a kind of a random seed. I tried a few randoms just doing New World, but I couldn't find anything good, and then I typed the seed name as Spud Gunn, so right there, if any of you want to play on the same seed, that's what you need to type in as the seed generator. So to drink water, basically go to fresh water and right click your mouse while you're looking in the water, and you'll know it's fresh water by these cattail plants that are in the water. There is fresh water and salt water. Salt water has seaweed in there, which you can actually eat. If we find some, I'll show you that. So, in the series, I think what I want to do for my base is kind of build it on a mountain or around a mountain, and I did find a pretty good one, because I already checked this seed out just to see what it was like, and I saw some cool mountains around, but I think I need to go around that ravine that we spawned at. Oh, also, I'll show you how long it takes to chop down a tree. Yeah, it takes a long time. Basically, you don't chop individual blocks, you chop the whole tree at once. So, chop the bottom block, and the whole tree will fall. Sometimes 2 trees if they're close together. Okay, that's the whole tree, 10 logs out of that, and it's spruce. Okay, that's not the log that I thought it was, the wood type. Oh, yes, we've got some sheep. We're going to need these to make a bed. At the moment, we can't take the wool off them, which is what we're going to need, so we can just leave them. We've got 2 males. Basically, you have male and female animals in this. You'll need both male and female to breed, but obviously you're only going to need 1 male to breed with, so I think we're going to kill this other male, just so that we can get a bit of extra food. We have got tomatoes that we just picked up. But I think it's a good idea just to kill that sheep. We only got a little bit, and we got some suet, which is not part of regular TerraFirmaCraft, but I have got a few add-on mods in here that I'll talk about, and my axe broke, so I need to make a new one. And I see the mountain that I was thinking of building on in the background there. It's got a really cool, like, basically it's got a, what are they called? It's got a thing with hot water. I really can't remember what it's called. Nope, mine's gone blank. Basically, this is a fruit tree, and if you chop these little branches off, you'll get saplings, or you might get saplings. This is a green apple tree, so I'm going to take a sapling and we can plant that around our base for an easy food supply. What are those hot water things called? I really can't remember anymore. Basically, it's a pool of hot water that you can't drink from it, but it will restore health if you've got low health. That tomato is not grown. These ones are not grown either. So we'll leave them for now. In fact, let's eat a little bit of tomato. Cool, so I was thinking of building around here. A couple of different stone types. Because this is a really cool little thing, and I'm pretty sure if we go in this water stream we can get all the way to the top of the mountain. So I'd like to say a quick way up, but moving up this water stream is actually incredibly slow. So it will be quick compared to trying to get... And we have copper. Yes, we're definitely setting up a base here. Basically, you're going to need copper to start your metal tools. You can't build a pick until you have metal tools. And to get them... Ooh, sugarcane. To get them, you're going to need to find 10 pieces of copper. Small ones like this from the ground. You can do that either by picking them up off the ground like I did, or you can make a gold pan and go gold panning. Or panning for gold. Whichever you prefer to call it. For that, we're going to need some clay, which I completely forgot about. But we haven't seen any... Oh, yes, there's... Is that copper? I don't think that is copper. That's kaolinite. Or kaolinite. I don't know how to say it. But this looks like a pretty good place to set up. So we're going to go and hide for now, because it's getting dark. Very dark. And obviously, just like normal Minecraft, when it gets dark, the bad things come out and they try to get you. But in this, you will also get like javelin skeletons, which are... They look like wither skeletons, and they shoot javelins, which is kind of like a spear that you can throw. Okay, let's try and get somewhere safe, and I'll talk about all the mods that I've got installed, and talk about shaders as well. This water is really annoying. Let's go round. Because I want to get some of these tomatoes. I think they're grown. This one's grown. You can kind of tell the difference between that and that. This one's more red. and the red bits are bigger. This, I'm not too sure what that is. It might be iron. But this definitely looks like a good area. We've got more sheep here as well. Awesome. And a zombie. Okay. Zombie means we must get the hell out of here. Okay, you'll notice that we've got 2 tomatoes. You can put them together, combine them by putting them in your crafting grid like that. Or a much quicker way, a way I prefer to do, is just... check that zombie's not following me. Is just put your mouse over one of them and press S on your keyboard to stack them together. You'll also get decay in this mod, which is basically... if you leave your food lying around too long, then it decays, it gets all nasty bits of mold on it, and to do that, to trim that off, we don't have any decay at the moment, but to trim that off, you can either put it in your crafting grid with a knife, that will also halve it if you don't have any decay, or you can just press mouse over it and press D to trim decay off quickly, off everything, basically. That'll trim off, trim decay off everything that you have in your inventory, every piece of food. Okay, I'm talking too much. Let's make a fire. We need a fire. So, to make a fire, we're going to need a fire lighter, 2 sticks like that, and you get a fire lighter, fire starter, whatever you want to call it. And we need to throw 3 sticks. Actually, first, let's get some straw, because I know this will help. If you break grass with your knife, you'll get straw, which you can turn into thatch. Usually I have a lot more stuff than I have now when I start TerraFirmaCraft. We might struggle the next couple of days, but I'm sure we'll be fine. I've played TerraFirmaCraft quite a lot, so should be able to survive. Right. Throw your 3 sticks on the ground like that, and then you can light them with your fire starter, and straight away we got it. You can actually speed that process up. If it's not lighting very well, you can throw some thatch on it, or straw, and it will light. And yeah, that's a new thing in this version of TerraFirmaCraft. If you stand on fire pits, you will catch on fire. Same goes for zombies and other mobs. Alright, let's throw some logs in here to keep the fire going. And we can cook up our sheep meat, our mutton. So you'll notice it will change colour, and this bar will indicate the cooking progress and everything like that. So, mods we have installed. I've got quite a few more add-on mods, as well as the latest version of TerraFirmaCraft. We've got decorations mod, the TFC additions mod. We've got TFC misc or miscellaneous, which basically adds a load of random items like compasses, pistons, redstone comparators, and stuff like that. So we can do some cool inventions and stuff like that. Okay, medium rare. I think I want to keep mine medium rare. Can also cook up the tomato if we want. I've also got animal crate, which is basically a box that you can put animals in and transport them easily. You don't have to rope them up and run around with them, because that can be really annoying. Fast craft, just to make things run a bit smoother. We've got item physics, which is the thing that puts items on the ground in a strange and different way. We've got Ray's minimap, obviously. We've got shaders installed, as well as the Seuss Ultra Shader Pack, and I've got a few other shader packs. We'll go through them when it's daytime again. And I want to hear what you guys think about shaders. If you want to see shaders in this series, if you don't, or what shader pack you want to see, because I've done 2 seasons now with the same shader pack, and it feels like we should possibly change things up or play without shaders, because I know there's a lot of people that don't, like, they get a headache from watching shaders, which is not great. And also, shaders in the dark is not a good thing. Like, let me turn ultra shaders on, and you guys probably won't see anything. Well, you can see a little bit because there's the fire, but when it's in a dark area, you literally can't see anything. So I'm going to get a quick screenshot here just for the thumbnail. Cool, and I don't know why the steam, the hot water is white with this shader pack. It's kind of weird. So yeah, this is what the shader pack that I regularly use looks like in the dark. Let's try a different one quickly. Another one I was thinking of using was the light version of that. We've got Ultra, and this is the light one, so it's not quite as bad, but it's still really dark. It doesn't look as nice in the daytime, but it's definitely better on the frame rate. And we've also got Silders, which looks alright. For me, the sky looks really weird with this one in the dark, and the trees look terrible. But we can see how it looks in the daytime. And that's the regular version. But for now, I'm going to play with no shaders. And I want to hear some feedback from you guys on what you think would be good. What you'd prefer to see. Right, with the straw you can also make thatch, which used to be a good block to make your initial house out of, but now they've changed it so that you can just walk through them. Mobs can walk through them. Not good. Yeah, you don't want to try and build a house out of that and then just get owned by a skeleton or a zombie walking into your house. So, we really need to find some clay in the next day. We've got sticks, we've got food, and we got a sheep. Oh, I forgot about this. Sheepskin, you can actually put that in your crafting grid with a knife and you'll get some wool off that. You will need planks and stuff to process that into something that you can make a bed out of. And to do that, you're going to need a metal saw. So we need to start looking for copper as well, because we're going to need metal tools as soon as possible. I really don't see any bad things around, so I think we're quite safe. I know we're not playing on peaceful because there's a spider there, and we saw a zombie earlier. Oh yeah, spiders in TerraFirmaCraft. Probably the worst thing, the worst mob to encounter. They're really fast and really hard to kill. And there's a creeper over there and a skeleton. Okay, yeah, it's definitely not peaceful. But it's getting daytime, so we can go and adventure. Oh yeah, also with the mods, I was thinking of adding Archimedes ships, but I need to try and mess around with the config files to obviously to register the TFC materials, and also try and get a crafting recipe for the helm, because you need to be able to build a helm to actually fly the ships, and that obviously uses regular vanilla iron. There's no way of getting regular vanilla iron in TFC, so I need to find a way of getting that set up, because I think that'll be a really cool addition. We could use our little airship to fly around and find new places. But for now, I think I want to start a little base up here. Maybe bridge it across to that one as well. I think that's a pretty cool idea. Or unless I find another mountain quite close by, then we can move stuff to there. So, I'm just trying to have a look around, see if we can find some clay. Hello. Silver, I believe that is. Yeah. Oh no, platinum. Okay, that's pretty much useless in this, unfortunately. You can build like lanterns and pretty things out of that, but it's not got any practical uses like tools and stuff. And the fog is because it's just become morning time. You will get that like every morning. It's a really cool addition, I think, actually. Okay, so first I should mark this place so I don't lose it forever. M, yes, waypoints, add home, question mark. Okay. Awesome, we've got a waypoint. We should be able to find our way back if we need to. Right, let's go look for some clay, because we desperately need that to be able to start making things. like bowls. We need to make a bowl to do some copper panning or gold panning. Whoa, ouch. Oh yeah, also fall damage, really bad in TFC. You don't want to fall, even from a small height. You will get really hurt. Aha, fresh water. Burning zombie. Okay, while we're here, we'll just take some water, because if you run out of water, basically you won't be able to sprint anymore. Quite interested to see what this stuff is. Can we trim it? Okay, nothing. So, clay. You will be able to find clay, like, obviously it looks blue and ooh, platinum. It looks blue and it has like golden flowers, so you can find it if it's just like there's no exposed clay. You'll be able to find it just by the flowers. This, I believe, is coal, which is all in the mountain. We need a pick to get that, obviously. So if you've never played TerraFirmaCraft before, hopefully I'll be able to show you all the things you need to survive. Like I said, there is tons and tons of resources and loads of things to find. It really is a game that's mostly about exploration, but you can do building and all that other stuff. This is bismuth bronze. I don't need... No, bismuth. It's not bronze yet. You need to combine it with other metals to make it bronze. I don't need that at the moment, so I'm just going to leave it there so I don't forget about it. These are pheasants. Now, in my last series, I made the mistake of just leaving them and running away, and pretty sure creatures like these and deer, creatures that you can't tame, they can despawn and they will despawn. You can't breed these, you can't tame them. All they're good for is food and making a lot of noise, apparently, because that was really noisy. So, shush. So I'm going to kill them, get some food, some bones, and some feathers. And we got another fruit tree here, so I'm going to get a sapling from that. What is that one? Peach. Okay, cool. 2, that's good enough. Let's try and find some clay, because we desperately need clay to make all kinds of pottery, because there's loads of... the basic storage, before you get metal tools, you need clay to make vessels, which is your basic way of storing things, food, water, items, and you will need that early on. I'm going to try and keep this episode to around 20 minutes. Ooh, cabbage. No. Also, shift clicking can sometimes be a pain, so you'll learn all about that if you're playing along with TerraFirmaCraft. Okay, I see green stuff. Okay, the green stuff on the minimap is these trees. I don't see clay, which is worrying. Okay, we can't get out there. Also, what type of stone is this? Chalk. Okay. So I think that is one that you can find copper in. Yes, these are the clay flowers. Basically, there's different types of stones, some of which don't actually spawn the material. Like, you won't be able to find certain types of metal in certain types of rock. This is seaweed. You can harvest it by right-clicking with your knife, or you can just punch it down. And to combine it, I'll show you. Combine those, that makes 1, or you can just press S on all of them. You don't get a lot of food from seaweed, but it is everywhere. If you find salt water, it is absolutely everywhere. So let's get some clay. Clay is also a really good starting material. Basically, if you find a little clay patch like this, you can... That's stone, so I can't really show you, but you could dig under it and the clay blocks won't fall on your head, because in TerraFirmaCraft items do have gravity. They will fall. Stuff like dirt, not all of them do, but stuff like dirt and gravel does have gravity, and if you try and dig under it, it will fall on your head, you'll suffocate and you'll die. So try not to do that. We're going to try and grab as much clay as we can, because I'll probably forget where this is. Okay, I did also try and add another mod called Animals Plus, but the spawn rates for the animals were just ridiculous. There's far too many animals, and they don't really have a use. They just look pretty, like birds and centipedes, snakes, sharks, stuff like that. It's a pretty cool idea, but you know, they had no uses, and there's so many of them, and it didn't actually look that great. Like, the models for them were really basic. They didn't look very good. That is really weird. Really weird. Okay. And if you want to harvest those flowers, that weird dancing water flower, if you want to harvest them, you have to break them from the top. If you dig the block underneath them, then they'll just disappear forever. Oh, limonite. That is iron there. So if you dig down, you can actually find some iron under there. Cool. Pumpkins. In this in TerraFirmaCraft, you can't grow pumpkins. They're good for early game lighting sources, because torches do burn out. If you make torches, they will burn out. They'll just extinguish after a while. So it's definitely good to grab as many pumpkins as you can when you see them, because you can turn them into jack-o'-lanterns still, and they're really good lighting sources. That's a pretty cool water cave there, actually. Okay, so it's probably going to get dark soon, so we need to head back to home. Which way is this way? More bismuth. And I forgot to show you how to make torches. That might be a good idea to show you how to do that, because you will probably need them. I tend to just hide under clay or on a cliffside somewhere when it's the first night or two. Oh, and also, if you want a early game shelter, you can make clay blocks in... You can't make clay blocks in this. I thought you could, but that's weird. Apparently you can't. There is another thing you can do. If I had a shovel, I could show you. Let's make a shovel quickly. Okay, and we'll need some dirt. Basically, if you combine clay, straw, and dirt, you can make these mud bricks. But you'll have to dry them first. You can't just... it takes like 12 hours for them to dry, so... First night shelter, probably not going to happen, but second night, it might be... You might be able to do it. 12 hours of sunlight, by the way. You can't just dry them in the dark. Okay, that should be enough. Let's make... Aha, clay... Well, chalk, mud, clay... Bleh. Chalk, mud, brick, wet. So we need to dry these out. Let's get one more of those, so it's an even number. Quickly, because it will be dark soon. Awesome. Alright, let's get back to base, and we'll put these... Basically, to dry these out, you put them on the ground and leave them with 12 hours of direct sunlight, as I said. That is a fruit tree. We don't really need it because it's really close to home. That is iron, I believe. Not too sure. We'll find out later when we actually have a pick. Okay, so... Direct sunlight. And you can break these by hand. If you place it, you can break it by hand and pick it back up. So, where's a good place to put this? I don't know. I really don't know. Let's chop this tree down. We can put it here. So, I'm not too sure how long this episode's been going. I'm going to try and keep them around 20-25 minutes each. This one may be a little longer, because I got a bit carried away with the whole starting stuff. We didn't have a lot of resources. And I like to get to a point where we've got everything we need to survive the next day. No. There we go. So just place them on the ground like that. They'll need sunlight and then they'll dry out. Okay. Let's go and make some torches and we'll call it a day. This shouldn't be getting enough light. That's a bug. Rabbit. Okay. Logs to keep it lit and start it with the fire starter. Awesome. So to make torches, you basically put sticks in your fire pit, and after a little while, they will turn into torches. Lit. There we go. There is another easier way or quicker way, but it does give you less torches than doing it that way. If you place a torch down and just right-click on it with sticks, I'll put these in my hotbar so you can see. You get 1 torch for every stick. But doing it this way, you get 2 torches for every stick. Cool. So, I'm going to wait until daytime, maybe? No. I think I'm going to end this episode here. And then in the next one, we'll get started on pottery and do some more exploring and try and set up a little starter home. Oh, I'm stinky. I need food. Seaweed, that'll do. Okay, and also if you want to make jack-o'-lanterns from the pumpkins, just put it with a torch underneath and you have a jack-o'-lantern. I'm going to place these around so we don't get too many things spawning around here. Cool, and I believe you can't drink this water. No, you can't. So we'll have to find some fresh water, or when we eventually get some metal tools, a saw, we can actually make a barrel, and that will collect rainwater. I believe that's fresh water over there, so it's not too bad. Okay, so I think that is all we've got time for in this episode. In the next one, we will, as I said, try and get some copper, make some clay things, vessels and stuff like that, and get started on building a little shack around here. I think the best place for it would be either down there or up here. And we might also adventure up there and check out what it's like on the top of this mountain. But that's all we got time for in this episode. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. It really helps me out, helps the channel grow. If you're excited for the return of TerraFirmaCraft, also leave a like. Thank you so much for watching, as always, guys, and I will see you next time.